will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. So Texas A&M's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running, DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. Going to have to be really careful trying to cover that.
These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball?
Take the first down and gets down for avoid contact. Texas A&M going quickly.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Motion, trying to get the defense to show his hand. They're trying to get to it. Escapes trouble. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Broncos offense will get the ball for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown quarter for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Right down the middle. He's got it. Tackle is made after the first down.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the second level, come open, the quarterback finds him in great rhythm.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down. After the big first down sack. Second down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Hard running there. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. Sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, and understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boise State. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offense coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. He's right on target.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
Holds it in and looking upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
From the gun, the ground game. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions on his coming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They try to pop a run on the draw, and the Broncos will move the sticks.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The Broncos are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. You got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like...
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That would be a big game-changing type play in this game.
To the air on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
At the 35, he's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have the first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. 35, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. On the option. And he runs it over the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. We love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown of the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments away. Ohio State dominating in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football on the ground. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. receiver. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside bib. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Incomplete, the defense holds.
Big time drop. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in the spot.
And they can't make the play on third down.
And this is... These situations, third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. Out, we got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Trying the left side. Plows through the defense. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Trying to get outside on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
That is an incredible job by the defense to stop that receiver in particular on that jet sweep. This is one of the fastest guys in college football, period. So for the fact that the defense was able to corral him and get him down and limit him, that was pretty impressive.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge game in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than we used to.
gets it out quickly. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The snap sets up the throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Pulled down for the tackle.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the... field position.
Real nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in College Station. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
Boise State ready to send up that offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
Running back searching for a hole. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the tailback. And the Broncos get it past the sticks.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to the big tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Pirouettes away from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. The ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home, makes a great play for us.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming along the outside.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Hit hard just as he released it on foot. Couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Third down, and this crowd will pull out a local call to help this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Okay, ready? Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They want to run it left here. Knocked off his feet.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice one.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Wow, this offense. They have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The offense set for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Oh, man. Quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Boise State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're down by 21 points. When you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. He'll do it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his key.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Picked off.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception. Absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! And the stomping has commenced. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's got it. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws, just trying to see those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
It's just so nice to know you can start off a first down and make positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Rides to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Big play to start the drive. A little tougher sense. Now a crucial 3rd down on this drive. Lost one deep down the right side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
The inside handoff. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Movement here from the tight end. They'll try the left side. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. You got a 3rd and manageable. Back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll give it to the back. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Ready?
A great spot to start this drive for the offense.
Green 25. Hey, can.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's going to pass on second down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job on the offensive coordinator.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the picks, but on the great returns.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity for him to win.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Coming out on second down, trying to put this one away. He's got it again. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback will audible. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's going up top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. The give to the back. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to...
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
It's caught. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Quick hitting in and around on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's just a great job by the defense shutting down that jet sweep. You see the team speed they have on defense. They're willing and ready and able to go sideline to sideline with anybody in the country.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
The defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score it. And this offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Powers through the defender. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Across the 45. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Broncos will have it 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. On second down, he'll fire. Safe completion on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to go up top. Trying to get to it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be a more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football. Very unsubstantial.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting ball. Is that going to be a costly play? They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th-quarter play for this defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Pressure got to him. Couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And you practice the 2-minute drill all week long, and you dream about making those big plays, and how about this defense coming up big, shutting down this offense. The offense has a chance to go make this a game, maybe go win the football game, and the defense does their job, does their part, makes the big safety, and now receiving the football and putting one nail in the coffin.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. He'll field the punt and look for room. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind his defense. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And the Broncos get enough to move the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that 1st. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that 6th sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that 1st down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a 1st down.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. He makes a grab. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak. Game is essentially over right now. You wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level next time.
On 3rd down, going up top. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Slips through the line. Lowers those pads. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having to chalk